Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors, the Kawasaki KX450 built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. Look for sunny skies over the next 7 days. High today 76, heading to near 90 by the weekend. White Pine County Commission approved a temporary contract yesterday with accounting firm Eide Bailey LLP to handle county accounts payable duties after officials were unable to hire a new accounts payable clerk. The vote was unanimous, although some commissioners raised concerns about the cost. Commissioner Tim Pauley, in fact, blamed the need for the contract on another elected official.
I would like to make it known that we are in this position currently in the county because of the actions of the White Pine County Treasurer, period. We've had this handled in-house. Our county has been working together. It has been phenomenal to watch how people are jumping in and really helping out. I just wish everybody else would.
Now, all but one member of the finance department resigned following the commission's firing of the former finance director. Commissioners also said they're awaiting completion of a background check for finance director applicant Alicia Burkbigler of Reno after an earlier drug test reportedly lost by a contractor. New Human Resources Director Michael Halsey has started work while the search for an accounts payable clerk continues. In other business, Golf Advisory Board member James Linney urged the commission to reconsider plans to hire a full-time golf course director and instead return to using a seasonal golf pro as an independent contractor. Attention now turns to the court case including the White Pine County Commission chair. An evidentiary hearing is scheduled in the 7th District Court tomorrow, where County Treasurer Catherine Baccarat and Recorder Christina Shady have filed suit against Commission Chair Paula Carson. The meeting alleges malfeasance and repeated violation of Nevada's open meeting law. Central to the case is the January firing of the county finance director, which plaintiffs claim was carried out to bypass public meeting requirements. Additional allegations include unauthorized attempts to access county financial systems, approval of a consulting contract through emergency meetings, and withholding a taxpayer-funded payroll study. That study we reported on here on KELY back in February. Carson remains in her position as the case moves forward. Court documents and raw reporting on that finance study available online at KELY1230.com. Sheriff's Office handled a variety of cases Monday across Ely and White Pine County. Deputies arrested 68-year-old Carl Lutz of Ely on a trespassing charge at a city apartment complex. In another case, 37-year-old Michael Mike of Ely taken into custody on an Ely Justice Court warrant charged with child abuse. His bail set at $50,000. Both Lutz and Mike are innocent until convicted in a court of law. Deputies also investigated a hit-and-run crash involving a parked vehicle, a theft of building materials from a residence, and a welfare check involving possible self-harm. Other incidents included reports of a drone flying over a mining claim and a suspicious person allegedly tampering with a Nevada Department of Transportation camera. No problems were found. And finally, deputies safely returned a wandering duck back to the county duck pond. High school sports, Bobcats baseball and Lady Cats softball teams on their way to Las Vegas. They will be at the Meadows today in the first round of the 2A Southern League tournament, both teams taking on Lincoln County in first-round action. The Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline has filed ethics charges against suspended Nye County Justice of the Peace Michelle Fiore, that despite her recent presidential pardon. The commission says Fiore still faces possible judicial penalties after a federal jury convicted her on fraud charges tied to donations collected for a fallen officer's memorial. Investigators allege the money was instead used for personal expenses. Fiore suspended without pay last year and is currently seeking re-election in Pahrump. President Trump pardoned Fiore last month, ending the federal criminal case. A presidential pardon only applies, though, to federal offenses. It cannot erase, stop, or forgive state criminal charges or convictions. Gas prices across the nation and across Nevada continue to surge. Statewide, the average price for a gallon of self-service regular is up 22 cents in just 1 week. AAA says Washoe County continues to pay the highest average price, with gas going for $5.56 a gallon. Least expensive gas next door in Eureka County, gas is $4.43. In Clark County, gas is averaging $5.29 a gallon. Nevada suing the social media platform Discord, alleging it doesn't do enough to protect kids from child predators. The Nevada Independent first to report that Attorney General Aaron Ford believes the company is aware of its flaws. He says Discord is knowingly violating Nevada law. Kids under 13 banned from Discord. Ford, though, claims the company doesn't enforce that rule in any meaningful way. The company called that an unfair characterization. Politicians over in Box Elder County, Utah, say they're receiving death threats after approving a data center. The 3 county commissioners have told KSL they're also getting false accusations about accepting bribes. The trio says the debate over the proposed data center is understandable. They also say the development is not on zoned land, so they don't have a lot of control over the project. It's being proposed by Canadian billionaire Kevin O'Leary. On X, O'Leary claimed 90% of the people who protested that vote were bussed in from out of state. He offered no evidence to back up that claim. His post was flagged by users on X. The final casino and speaking of data centers, Nevada emerging as a major hub for data centers, but a new study warns the rapid growth could strain the state's power and water supplies. Researchers with the Desert Research Institute say Nevada's data centers have already consumed about 22% of the state's electric generation capacity in 2024. By 2033, that figure could rise to more than half of the state's current power output. The study also found water use is climbing. A dozen major data centers projected to consume as much water annually as 31 average-sized golf courses. Researchers say Nevada's low-cost energy, available land, and tax climate continues to attract new development, that despite the growing resource concerns. Speaking of concerns, the final casino resort operations in Primm set to shut down July 4th, impacting more than 340 employees, but it's not just the casino operations. According to a WARN notice, Prima Donna Company LLC will not only close Primm Valley Resorts, along with Buffalo Bills Resort Casino and Whiskey Pete's Casino, they'll also close 2 major gas stations and the Lotto store. Now, county officials are working to keep fuel services operating along I-15. That a concern for long-haul truckers concerned about an already shrinking lack of parking for 18-wheelers, while social services are being mobilized to help displaced workers and residents living in employee housing near the resort properties. The closures leave uncertainty over the future of Primm's tourism corridor, long known as the gateway stop between Las Vegas and Southern California, and of course, the big concern is where folks in Las Vegas will get their lottery tickets. At 8:21 for Sahara Motors, that's a look at news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.